Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, raids unveil hidden cash and ammo in $1 billion St. Catherine Municipal Corporation fraud probe. Investigators stumbled upon a number of unexpected items during a series of coordinated raids this week that are related to the alleged $1 billion fraud uncovered at the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, law enforcement sources have revealed. Approximately $1.5 million in cash was found during a search at one location, while 94 bullets, 44 more than legally permitted, were found during the search of a home occupied by a licensed gun owner, according to sources. The licensed firearm owner, identified as Sean Grant, has been charged with unauthorized possession of and dealing in ammunition, authorities disclosed to the news yesterday. He could not give a satisfactory explanation for it, said one investigator. The occupant of the house where the cash was found has not been accused of any crime, but investigators are working to determine if there are any violations of the Proceeds of Crime Act. A total of 17 locations, including the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation's Spanish Town head office, were searched by the security forces between Tuesday night and Thursday as part of a 4-year investigation into the alleged fraud. The news reported yesterday that a joint law enforcement investigation revealed that multiple fraudulent schemes were used over several years to bleed nearly $1 billion from the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. No-show contracts paying out millions for work that was not done were the main fraudulent schemes detected during the investigation, which began in 2020, according to multiple sources. Everybody, PNP and the JLP, were benefiting, said one source, making reference to the two main political parties, the People's National Party and the governing Jamaica Labour Party. No arrests were made arising from the search operations, but investigators expected to make several arrests soon, sources revealed. My boys are not gangsters, says a mother of slain sons. Residents of McBride Hill in Central Village, Spanish Town, are still reeling from shock following the brutal killing of 3 young men on Wednesday night in what the police suspect is a gang-related attack. The victims, 22-year-old Jaheim Ferguson, alias JJ, his 20-year-old brother Giovanni Ferguson, alias Gio, and their cousin Matthew Smith, 21, also known as Cool J, was gunned down around 9:45 p.m. by armed men wielding rifles and handguns. According to the St. Catherine South Police, the attackers approached the area on foot and unleashed a hail of gunfire before fleeing. The men died on the spot. Investigators have since recovered several pieces of evidence, including live rounds and spent casings from rifles and handguns, as well as blood samples. Despite the police suspicions of gang connection that led to the triple murder, the mother of the 2 brothers has vehemently denied the claims. My boys are not gangsters. All they do in their spare time is play video games. All I want to do now is clear the air, she said, breaking down as neighbors comforted her yesterday. The grieving mother, who was at a bus stop heading to work when she heard the gunshots, recounted, "My belly moved. This is how I knew something had gone wrong." She stressed, "It's just not fair for my sons to be labeled as gangsters because they are working young men who have not been involved in any wrongdoing." A neighbor echoed her sentiments, insisting that the victims were innocent. "Only God can come down from heaven and convince me that these men are involved in any wrongdoing. In fact, I think it is a case of mistaken identity," the neighbor said. Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Eastern, Denise Daly, visited the grieving family on Thursday and expressed her dismay. "When I spoke to the family, they were totally traumatized and scared to return to the area. I am here to advise the citizens that I will be requesting increased police presence in the area to offer special protection for the residents," she said. As investigations continue, the police are urging anyone with information about the attack to come forward. Meanwhile, the residents are calling for urgent security measures to restore peace in their community, where fear has gripped many. His community seeks answers following fatal shooting. The community of Savannah in East Clarendon, particularly members of its police youth club, is still searching for answers following the murder of a man and the injury of 3 others in a multiple shooting incident on Sunday night. Youth club leaders are hopeful that the recent violence in and around Hayes does not tarnish the community's image, which has been making significant strides in engaging its youth. The deceased has been identified as 31-year-old Daniel Bowen, who was shot multiple times in his upper body. According to reports, shortly after 8 p.m. on Sunday, gunmen emerged from a car and opened a fire in a yard where people had gathered, killing Bowen and injuring the others. At least one of the other victims is reportedly still hospitalized in serious condition. On Thursday, Kim Berlin, president of the Hayes Police Youth Club, expressed the view that the community remains perplexed by the incident, which many residents believe may have been carried out by outsiders. The Hayes Police Youth Club has been making significant efforts to steer youngsters away from violence, and many have been receptive in a community where gang violence has been declining. I think the message of unity is being received by most of them because many people believe that the Sunday night's incident was a drive-by. Still, people don't know what happened, she said, noting that Savannah is home to many youth club members. In light of the incident, she said the club is considering moving its weekly meetings from the police station to the communities to better connect with youths and help deter potential reprisals. Berlin pointed out that the Hayes Police Youth Club is the only one of its kind in Clarendon that has remained active, winning several awards aimed at reaching the most vulnerable. Despite a smaller attendance at some meetings, the club often sees upwards of 30 people on a good night. We have several people from Savannah and we engage them as best as possible, inviting speakers to assist with mental health. We have been reaching the youths, but I think there is more we can do by going into the community, sitting with them, and participating in activities like playing dominoes. We have been receiving positive feedback about this idea, Berlin told the news. She hopes that the Sunday's shooting does not overshadow the community's achievements, noting that the club has won multiple awards, including the Era 3 National Police Youth Club Quiz Competition runner-up in 2022, the NPYC Bible Quiz Competition in 2023, and the 2023 Clarendon Netball Championship. Over the last year, we have performed exceptionally well at the parish area and the national levels. These achievements highlight the positive opportunities available beyond the crime and the violence, she said. On Monday, Shirley Morgan Bowen, Daniel's mother, shared that she was at church when she was alerted to her son's death. She described him as a hard-working security guard who ensured that she was well cared for. Owen Brown, Deputy Police Superintendent at the Maypen Police Station, stated that 2 persons have been charged in connection with the incident. He confirmed that the area remains under curfew and the patrols continue. We want to reassure residents that we will leave no stone unturned in this investigation, Brown added. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.